Professor Osumbo, will return to you. I just picked one of the things that you mentioned here, which has to do with Nigerians not being satisfied, with the current policing system. And Professor Ogunsakin, as a nation develops, its challenges grows along the same line with attendant security issues as we experience today in Nigeria. What's your own opinion with respect to our state police system?
Thank you for inviting me here this morning. One of the biggest challenges we have in Nigeria compared to other countries is that we talk so much about these issues and we don't really have a fundamental understanding of what constitutes a state police. And then I think the question we need to be asking our audience is this: why do you need a state police? And most people will tell you that we need a state police because of the increasing crime and all these issues. Then you need to ask yourself another fundamental question: why do we have crime? And the reason you have crime is because of high rate of unemployment that leads to poverty. Hence, you need to start looking at this solution and asking, if it's high rate of employment and poverty, then state police is not your answer. It's governance. If you have a good governance that look into those bits, you cannot come in and introduce state police to deal with your unemployment issues. And then when you now look critically at these two issues, you have state police. What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to stem the tide of crime. But if the government fails to regulate, to give employment, we were talking about ASU strike a while back, and you're looking at the issue of graduates taking 8-9 years to finish their education that's supposed to take place in 4 years. You have a mass group of people unemployed. They start deviating to all these 419-year-old bits. Then state police is not going to stop that. You need to create employment first, then state police can come in. But at this point, Nigeria is not politically ready. We are not matured, because what we practice in Nigeria is called regional politics, where you have different ethnic groups demanding their rights, and then you want to introduce state police, and then you need to ask yourself another question, because it's through these kind of questions that you get the answer and you start working on the necessary interventions. You need to ask yourself now, imagine that you're a Fulani man living in Abia State, and you have state police comprising of indigenes of Abia State. What is the fate of that Fulani man? These are issues you need to ask yourself. The present issue we have is you have your police council that is made up of all the governors, including the police service chairman and the inspector general of police. The state governors have the opportunity to raise issues. Unfortunately, as I've said on this program on previous occasions, those people don't meet. So you have a structure that doesn't really work, and you want to introduce another one that is not going to work, because the solution you are trying to put forward is not the right solution to deal with the unemployment stuff. The police is not going to help you with your unemployment, it's not going to help you with your poverty. And any indices that we have, when you look at the criminal profiles, you understand that these are the main issues people going to crime. So you cannot ask yourself again and said, state police. And then to mention a bit about community policing, these are two fundamental issues. Community policing is when we have what we call organizational transformation, you have problem solving, you have partnership, you have this set of agreement where there's accountability. But as it is now, we have community policing. It's been around for a long time, it's a philosophy, but the reality is, if you go to state police, you will have the same stuff called community policing. So community policing is a constant. State police is what you're trying to introduce, which is not going to work at this time because of our regionally based government. And if I could just make another point, until you have a Yoruba man who can become a senator in Sokoto State, then you have a true federalism.